All right. Checking in, letting you know what the fuck is up on a day-to-day basis. Like if you're grinding hard enough for what the fuck you want to do, if you're grinding hard enough for what the fuck you want to do, you're gonna learn. You want to motherfucking learn in life. You can go without sleep. You will shock yourself. You will do things you don't expect, and not everybody is like that. Everybody's unique. Someone might excel at the sprint, but they're just not into the marathons. That's motherfucking cool. But whatever it is, you know you'll figure out you can do more as you go along this journey. And I mean like real consistent push. You get into you in a way you get into a structure, but nearly everything I talk about is pushing beyond it. You push beyond the structure. You know the structure is that you're going towards this successful life, and the great leaders are saying they're getting 3 hours sleep, or they're getting 7 hours sleep, they're getting 8 hours sleep. They need this amount of sleep. Some people saying more, whatever, and you're following that structure. But that structure is going to have to change along this journey because you're going to get better as we build muscle, as we get motherfucking swole, jacked. Those old weights aren't applicable, so your lifestyle and how you're living is going to change. Now, is it constant progression? Maybe not. Maybe that won't be applicable for you. But I'm saying you can definitely push it where you're going to say you can clip off an hour, or you just stayed up all night and kept going, kept pushing. And if you have that going for you, then you start to realize, shit, I don't have to live a normal life. You can now do the bit extra. And with that bit extra you do, you know, um, you gotta determine what risks are you taking with that extra bit you got. And if you're going like, I've got the extra energy and I'm gonna go for this. If you can see that go ahead you're looking at, and you know definitely, like, I'm going for this. This is like the motherfucking wolves, the lions going. You're going, I'm seeing what the fuck I wanna go for. Whatever the fuck it is. What's a big motherfucker? That big silverback gorilla. Seeing what the fuck he wants to eat. He wants to eat some motherfucking leaves. Like a motherfucker. He goes, gets it, eats, wins. But that's not applicable for your life. Maybe you're thinking a bit beyond that. Maybe you're thinking you want to get a motherfucking jet. Well, you're working harder towards it. But most people's passion isn't to get the jet. It's the journey they go through to get that motherfucking jet. You can go along a better journey. Now, it's not always the easy journey, but you can go along the great one, the one that you're willing to really go through. And as you notice, you go through that motherfucking journey. That's a sweet motherfucking victory. And you really just in a way don't look back, because the old way isn't applicable no more. You're a motherfucking beast. A beast. And a bitch like that, you realize shit like problems and whatever. I mean, it's maybe not the sexiest thing because you're like an alpha male. It's just a strange characteristic, but I mean, it'll show you. It'll show you. It'll be like, I'm going for it. I'm big and strong up in this motherfucker. And you're not supposed to say it. And you know, I don't mean it in a bad way, but I know who's at the top. I'm not gonna say what it is like, but you get to the top. You look at the average. The average is a motherfucking war zone. The average lifestyle, and I mean just an average lifestyle in what people consider normal life, is a fucking war zone. Most people don't have the awareness that they're in a fucking war zone. And then the people at the top, again, it's a war zone. You're just fighting. The fight never ends. So enjoy, live, and go along that great journey.